Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Truth Seeking with Veronica. That's me. How are you guys doing today? I'm wishing a grand hope for you all. I just came on today to give you guys some words of encouragement. I'm out running errands and oh, it's hot out here, so stay hydrated for sure. So I was just thinking as I was driving, and I kind of got to my little spot, my destination, and I had to go in and buy some groceries, and not really feeling doing that because it's gonna knock me upside the head. And that's that old school talk. A lot of you know what I'm talking about and what I'm saying. But what I wanted to say was, I enjoy going to the grocery store only because I run into a lot of our youth. A lot of them. You know, they're working and they look so discouraged. They look so tired. And if you're the type that really care about people, you'll be able to feel that they're so down and just exhausted. That's what I sense from a lot of them, and loneliness. So when I go in to the grocery store, I just know that they're going to be sitting there just waiting to see what is Miss B going to say today, because I think I just tickle them, okay? Because I say things that they just bust out laughing, and they're like, I hadn't heard that before. So, you know, they do their usual routine. They'll say, how are you doing today? I say, you know, I'm doing great. I'm above ground. And you know, they get tickled. They bust out laughing. And they say, never thought of it that way. So, and then I recall one young man, he was talking to me, you know, kind of telling me that he switched his shift to work at night so he can get more hours. And I was like, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I still have no idea. And so he just started talking to me. You know, he was telling me what he really wanted to do, but he know that, you know, he would be away from his family for a while in order to do what he wanted to do. And I was like, you know, but that's only for a little time. Just think about it. Once you make that sacrifice and be away from your family and go get your trade, it was a trade that he wanted to do. I said, you'll look back and you'll laugh. You'll say, oh wow, I should have done this a long time ago. So what am I trying to say? I mean, sometimes you can just be in the right place at the right time with the right spirit within you, the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit will use you. And for me, that's fulfilling. That is what fulfills me. It's not money. Yeah, that helps, you know, but as far as just speaking light into someone's life, I mean, that's priceless. That, for me, is priceless. And I want many of you to think back, you know, when you were in your 20s, 30s, 40s, even when you were a teenager, and you're trying to figure out, what are you going to do with life? What do you do? And we didn't always get it right the first time. We didn't. We made mistakes, and some of us were dealt a bad hand. I recall I used to hear this song, all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and I won't complain. You know, it was a time when I used to sing that song and actually, on purpose, say, during the song, say, all of my bad days outweigh my good days. I used to say that. So can you imagine what our youth and even, everyone really is going through and needs someone to talk to? And I always say to them, especially some that have been dealt a bad hand and they come and talk with me. I mean, I don't know them, but they must be part of God's kingdom. They must be. They have to be. And they would say, this is just tiresome. I just don't know what to do. And it'll make me think about how I used to feel and used to reverse that song. And I would tell them, think of something positive that made you smile even when you were young. Think of that and hold on to it. And that is what helped me in my life to actually hear that song, and shocked myself one day when I actually said all of my good days outweigh my bad days and I won't complain. And I'm going to tell you a little memory that I had. I think I was in 3rd or 4th grade. And I was told that I had a speech impediment. And it wasn't a stuttering speech impediment. It was words that I just wouldn't say, couldn't come out correctly. Even if I saw it in my mind, I couldn't say it. So they put me in reading, and I can still remember today, and I'm over a half a century old, so I can still remember today being in 3rd, 4th grade. My 2 reading teachers, Mrs. Clark and Mrs. Transvant. See? That's how you know that they made an impression on my life. But I remember they would just pull me to the side and help me practice on words like through. I couldn't say through. Thorough. I couldn't say words like that. And it may still even sound funny today. But, with me saying it. But they would pull me aside and they would tell me, Veronica, there's something so special about you. You are unique. So when I hear myself trying to get, in my little down mode, I remember those teachers telling me that I am unique. So I'm telling you, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're trying to figure out in your life, you are unique. You don't have to be like anyone else. And I'm talking to the young and the old. Be who you are. That's how the Most High can use you. It's something special about you. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't look at where someone is at or how much they're making or what job or career they're doing. You may have missed out on a lot of things, but I'm going to tell you like this. Lean not to thy own understanding. Because I look back now and there are some things that I thought I wanted, that I thought I had to have. As far as, career choices, Did all the schooling. Oh, got accepted. But guess what? It didn't turn out like I thought it would. Yeah, at that time I wanted it real bad. But then I look 30 years later, and knowing my moral meter and my empathy and sympathy for others, Yahuwah knew way back then, a little bit over 30 years ago, Yahuwah knew that I could not operate in that career because I have a heart. I have a conscience. It's not what no one sees. It's me all the time. So when that thing came out, you know, with wearing a mask and everything, I look back. I look back and I said, oh, wow. I made the right decision at that time and didn't even know it. Because there was no way that I would have been able to operate in that profession and still be a child of the Most High. No way. So what am I trying to say? You may feel that you may be down on your luck and things are not working out how you think they should work out. But you belong to the Most High, and He purposed good for you. He really does. We don't understand it. Lean not to thine own understanding, but in everything acknowledge the Most High. In everything, whether big or small. So I can say all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and I won't complain. And I'm lifting you up today, saying you got this. Just lean on into the Father. He loves you. So until next time, let me get in here in this store. I love you much. Be blessed. Veronica.